What's up guys, Sheldon back with something a little bit different here. Today we're actually going to talk a little bit about some pre-order announcements, some frequently asked questions, and kind of like the future of the channel. So let me take care of the information first, because I know most people watch the reviews. At least I've been making my reviews mostly about the figures and not so much about myself, because I feel like most people come to look at the figures and not to hear me talk about my life. Okay, so let me get this information out of the way though. So first things first, one of the most frequently asked questions I get is where do I buy my figures? That is amiyami.com. If you've asked me through the comments, that's typically the answer I would give you. And it's nothing fancy. I tend to pre-order my things, mostly because hunting them down after they're sold out is a pain. So amiyami.com is where I get most of my imports. I tend to pre-order. So some information about that though. For AmiYami, prices are good. Shipping tends to be a little bit difficult. You can't see what the shipping cost is going to be until about when you pay. So you can pre-order something, say in October, and then you won't know until how much shipping costs until, I don't know, when it releases in February. It can be kind of ridiculous. That being said, from my experience, if you order about 3 to 4 figures in the 6-inch scale, shipping will come out to roughly $3 to $5 per figure. If you order something larger, the shipping costs will go up, so be careful, okay? But for imports, amiyami.com. I sometimes use HobbyLink Japan if stuff is out of stock, but typically AmiYami. And then for domestic figures, I just use Big Bad Toy Store. Domestic figures tend to be fairly easy to find, and Big Bad Toy Store service and shipping is actually pretty good. For really rare stuff, like Wonder Festival, Joseph's Joestar, I use Yahoo Japan auctions. And I typically avoid eBay or Amazon. Never use Amazon, but eBay kind of as a last resort. And the prices at Yahoo Japan are really good, actually, mostly because JoJo figures are a lot easier to get, of course, in Japan. The only drawback is that the fees and shipping kind of add up. So for example, I bought the Wonder Festival Joseph Joestar. It's the brown hair one with the green outfit where he's smirking. It's over $200 right now. So for that one, I went on Yahoo Japan, got it for only 100 and something, right? So you get a better price, but the shipping comes out to maybe about 20 extra. Which again is not so bad, because I also bought the Jonathan Joestar exclusive figure there. Would have cost, it's only available at a festival, right? So if I want to get it myself, I would have to fly to Japan, pay for the entrance for the ticket for whatever event it is, and then buy the figure, right? So a little bit extra for the figure is not that bad. Okay, so Yahoo Japan, if you want to find some really hard to find things. As for things that are sold out, Killer Queen Jolene, Joseph Joestar, popular figures, I don't know, there's really no good answer. It's just, if they're sold out, wait for re-release. I waited 2 years for Josuke to be re-released, and I'm still waiting on Yokuyasu to be re-released. So if you want a figure that's sold out, wait, or I would say bite the bullet and buy it. It's kind of tough. There's really no good way to buy it or find it at a good price, aside from getting lucky on eBay sometimes. Okay, so that's where I get my figures from, though. Hopefully that was helpful. Let's talk a couple of announcements, though. So again, even though I don't really... I mostly review JoJo, and some people are surprised that certain figures are coming out again, so it seems like some people don't know some of the information. I just happen to keep up to date. So, okay. So there's a Rohan figure. It's a new outfit that's coming out at the end of this month, so it should be up for pre-order. AmiYami, go there. Blue Giorno is also up for pre-order, and I believe it should also be October. Regardless, there's a Giorno with blonde hair and a blue outfit, so if you're looking for a Giorno figure, go ahead and pick it up there and pre-order it. As for any other Super Action statue, I don't think they've announced any new ones lately. So go to AmiYami. There should be a pretty good backlog of characters for you to pick from if you want to pick some up. And then as for non-JoJo stuff, if anyone is into Fate Stay Night or whatever, Saber 2.0 figure just got re-announced just yesterday. So I don't really watch it or play the games, but it's a cool character because she's like in heavy armor and has a big sword, so I'm super into that. So Saber 2.0 is up for pre-order, so go and grab that if you want that. Zelda and Link, the Twilight Princess outfit figures or Figmas are also up for pre-order. Go ahead and get those. And if you're a Berserk fan, they are announcing the God Hands, or like the evil demon masters, right? So those are a little bit more expensive, but if you're a Berserk fan, go ahead and pick those up, and it looks like, and I'm just gonna guess, they might re-release some of the like protagonists, Casca, Griffith, and Guts, maybe, if they're releasing these God Hand figures. So just keep an eye out for those. Okay, so that kind of does it for the like pre-order announcements. So there you go. There's all the info. If that's all you came for, fantastic. So let's talk about the channel and the future of the channel just a bit. So I've reviewed most of the JoJo figures now. There's not really that many to go over. There's like 4 figures left from part 5, like Diablo, King Crimson, Trish, and Spice Girl, I believe. And then there's like Stone Ocean figures, and then like no figures after that. So I'm gonna be slowing down on JoJo eventually, and then once I've reviewed all of them, I'll still review stuff. It'll be imports. Some of them might be older figures that have reviews on them already, so if you don't really watch those, that's fine. I'm still just going to review stuff for you all. That being said, a couple of other common requests I get are things like, can we see your collection? I would love to show you, I don't have a good setup right now, so I'm gonna have to hold off on that. Okay, I do apologize. Okay, what else though? I suppose, since this is a different video, if you kind of have any other requests or comments or feedbacks for me, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them as best as I can. So these can be things like or content you wish to see, questions about me, maybe. I'll try to answer them if I can, if they're not too personal. But yeah, kind of like, I'd like to know what you'd like to see out of this channel. Okay, well, that pretty much does it for this particular video. So yeah, thanks y'all for sticking around. I'll catch you next time.